Hey everyone. So it has been a while since my latest update with Eosmon. So I remembered in my last video I was saying how in BT-11 format I'm going to play Eosmon, but I'm going to use Crossheart as my draw engine. So before, when I was playing Eosmon, I was playing it with the Gigimon engine from EX2. So basically, Gigimon inheritable when attacking. If this Digimon contains Gilmon, Growlmon, or Gallantmon in its name, then you draw one. And I was basically playing the Gigimon, and I was just rookie rushing with a bunch of Gilmons, so then I would draw one. And that was a much better digging engine than Wormmon and Morphomon, because Wormmon and Morphomon, you have a chance of getting card advantage, but with the Gigimon, and then if you're only playing Gilmons as your rookies, then every time you swing with the Gilmon on top of Gigimon, then the draw is guaranteed. So basically, that idea worked really well, and I wanted to play Eosmon, but I want to use the Crossheart engine because Crossheart has a similar rookie to the Gigimon from EX2. So when attacking, if this Digimon has Crossheart in its traits, draw one. So essentially, like basically the same effect as the Gigimon, but instead of Gilmons, Growlmons, and Gallantmons, anything with Crossheart in its traits, you attack and then you draw two. So I want to switch over to the Crossheart engine because I want to play more yellow options. With the Gigimon, it's red, so you can play Crimson Blaze. That's a really good option. But I wanted to experiment a little bit more. I want to play yellow. So then I would be able to play Wyvern's Breath. And because I run Matt Ashita, Starter Deck 6 Matt Ashita, then I can also have a splash of purple. And that would allow me to also use Chaos Degrade. So I want to experiment a little bit more. And so I wanted to play Eosmon, but with the Crossheart. So the reason why I haven't updated, I haven't provided an update in a while was because I was stuck with Ultimate Cup stuff. So I was just really busy playing Ultimate Cup decks. So 2 weeks ago I played my Galacticmon deck in my locals. Then just today I played Hexablaumon in my locals. So just playing monocolored decks to get a feel for what deck to use before Ultimate Cup. I don't really get much practice in playing Digimon outside of locals, so locals is the only place where I can really practice playing Digimon. So I wanted to see how those decks would perform. So I've been holding off on playing my Eosmon deck for a while. But today, in between matches, I did get some play in. Like, I didn't even get, like, a full game in. I didn't even get, like, a full round in. But, like, I got, like, some play with my Eosmon deck. So, although it's not, like, a completed deck, this is still work in progress. But I just wanted to talk about what my deck is currently looking like. And, of course, this is just part one. There will be a part two later on as I update the deck. I was so excited to make this deck that I just forgot to sort my cards out. So this is kind of like a messy video. So I'm playing Pikmons, of course, the 4 Pikmon Digi-Eggs. I like them. They're yellow. I was looking for a yellow Digi-Egg so that I can play Wyvern's Breath, so that I can play Chaos Degrade. Pikmons was the only yellow Digi-Egg that really fit as a substitute for EX2 Gigimon. So I just went, oh yeah, I'm picking Pikmons as my Digi-Egg. It's yellow. It has a one attacking draw effect. And instead of playing 14 Gilmons, I'm just playing 14 Crossheart rookies. So this is where the messy part comes in. I did not sort my cards out. So again, this is like part one. I'm still sorting through. I'm still making changes to the deck as time goes on. I'm playing 4 copies of Cutemon. Now, Cutemon Digivolve 0 from level 2 with Crossheart and its traits. All of my rookies Digivolve 0 from Pikmons. So this is why I'm able to rookie rush my opponent with all these Crossheart cards. Now the actual Crossheart card doesn't really matter that much, because all of them can Digivolve off of Pikmon's attack and then draw one. But because I do want to play Wyvern's Breath and Chaos Degrade, then I do want to be yellow heavy. It has an on-play effect. Place one Digimon card with Crossheart and its traits from your trash under one of your tamers. If you have a Digimon with Darulumon in its name or with Darulumon in its Digivolution cards, place up to 2 Digimon cards with Crossheart and their traits from your trash under one of your tamers instead. So the on-play effect does not matter for my current build. I am experimenting with other builds where you are able to Digicross more. Because if I'm playing Crossheart cards, then I might as well throw in some Digicross in there for fun. So I am currently building a different build where that Cutemon effect might matter, but honestly I might not even use Cutemon in that build. But it is something that you can just on play, put a Crossheart from your trash underneath one of your Minoa Bellucci's or your Matashitas. They do nothing for this deck, but your opponent does not know that. So it's just something that you can do. Should you do it? Probably not, because of a tech that I'm going to show you later on why that might not be a great idea. Okay, I'm playing 4 copies of Starmons. On deletion save, you may place this card under one of your tamers. When attacking, if this Digimon has Shoutmon in its name, draw 1. So basically, this Digimon's a vanilla. You can save it under one of your tamers, but I advise you not to because of the aforementioned tech that I will show you later on. I promise you that part 2 will be much more organized than this part 1. I'm playing 4 Ignitemon, and then the Ignitemons effect actually matters, and there are 2 main reasons why I'm playing Ignitemon. Well, yeah, 2 main reasons. So it's purple. You're most likely not going to have the pieces in play to utilize Ignitemon for Chaos Degrade, but you are able to use Ignitemon for Missed Memory Boost, which I will show you in a second. But it is also useful because it's when attacking effect. By deleting one of your other Digimon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with a level less than or equal to the deleted Digimon's level. So, one of Eosmon's main weakness is that to play Eosmon, it's a 5 cost, level 5, 6000 DP Digimon, and then you attack with Eosmon, and then when you attack with Eosmon, you are then able to play another Eosmon from your hand. Now, your opponent knows that they shouldn't be attacking your security. What they should be focusing their Digimon to attack is this suspended 6000 DP Eosmon. Because if they don't get rid of this Eosmon, then you're just going to go from 1 Eosmon to 2, and then next turn you're going to go from 2 Eosmons to 4 Eosmons. So they want to keep control of your Eosmon. So they want to swing into this Eosmon whenever possible. So when you play Eosmon, you swing, and then you get another Eosmon out. This is like the number 1 attack target. So most likely, your opponent will get rid of this Eosmon next turn. That's like the correct play to do. But if you so happen to have Ignitemon on the field, so if you have Ignitemon and Raising, and then you have this Eosmon on the field, you bring out Ignitemon, you attack, you play Eosmon from your hand, you have this Ignitemon that you brought out Raising, so it has the pick ones. So you can attack. When attacking, draw 1 from Pikmons. Then when attacking, you know that this Digimon is going to be deleted next turn. Your opponent has like a level 5, a level 4 out. They're going to Digivolve, or they're going to just like swing over it anyways. So this Eosmon is going to be deleted. But, you know, you see that they have a level 5 or under. So you swing, you draw, you delete the Eosmon that you think is, well, it's going to be deleted anyways. So when you delete this Eosmon, you can take out one of your opponent's level 5 or under Digimon. So that is why I am playing 4 Ignitemons. Ignitemon is really good for this deck. Like, you can surprisingly take out your opponent's Digimon, and you're not even down card advantage. Sure, you have to delete one of your Digimon to get rid of them, but most likely this Digimon would have been deleted next turn anyways. Or this Digimon will have been deleted next turn anyways. Future perfect tense. But yeah, this Digimon would have been deleted. So you play another Eosmon when you attack. So you start your turn with one Digimon out, one Digimon brought out of raising. You swing, and then you get like this Eosmon. But basically, you start your turn with 2, and then you're ending your turn with 2. So you pop this to pop your opponent's Digimon, and then it's just good because now your opponent is -1 Digimon. You're just like net 0 in terms of Digimon out. So this Ignitemon is really good. It's a surprise attack to just sack your Eosmon that you think would probably be deleted to get rid of an opponent's Digimon. And even if you have something else, like even if you were to just play a Cutemon and then you see your opponent has a rookie, just swing with Ignitemon, and it's not even that bad to get rid of Cutemon. So if you think of removal, oh cool, I want to get rid of my opponent's Digimon, and I have a rookie in hand. But if I sacrifice this rookie, I can get rid of my opponent's rookie. So this is essentially, it turns all your rookies into 3 cost removals. Like minus the Ignitemon because it's 4 costs. But essentially if you have Ignitemon that you just brought out of raising, you see your opponent has a rookie that you want to get rid of. It's not a terrible play to just play a rookie from your hand for 3. Swing at your opponent's security with Ignitemon. The rookie that you brought up is deleted, but then you delete one of your opponent's level 3s. It's not terrible. Because you are getting 3 cost removal, basically. You play something for 3, but you sacrifice it to get rid of one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's not terrible. But the Eosmon is where it is really good. But because this is also a purple rookie out, what you can do is that you can drop Miss Memory Boost early. So if you don't have the Matashitas yet, and then you Digivolve into Ignitemon and Raising, now you have a purple source, so you can just play Miss Memory Boost. So this basically replaced my EX3 Gilmon from my other Eosmon deck. It's a purple source. It lets you play Miss Memory Boost pretty easily. But the when attacking effect is actually very good. If you think that the Eosmon is like the #1 target, your opponent is definitely going to get rid of the Eosmon. Like, it's going to be deleted anyway. So you swing, get rid of Eosmon, get rid of your opponent's Digimon. Or you swing, get rid of one of your rookies, get rid of one of your opponent's rookies. So it's a pretty good Digimon to include. I'm also playing another rookie. Let me find it. I did not have the forethought to organize my deck, so I apologize. I got so excited for this video. I'm playing 2 Shoutmon plus Star Sword currently. So there are several reasons why I'm playing this Digimon. So the first reason is because I wanted more yellow sources So I have Starmons, I have Cutemon, and although I have Ignitemon, it's purple. So if I really need to Wyvern's Breath, or if I really need to cast a grade, and then I evolve my Pikmons into Raising, into Ignitemon, then that means that I no longer have yellow sources out. So I can't really use my options. So it would push me a turn behind. I would just not Digivolve that turn, just so that I can use the option. But, if I have something like a yellow source in Raising, like Shoutmon plus Star Sword, sure, it Digivolves for 1, which isn't the greatest, but it allows me to still keep a yellow source out on like the field at all. So in combination with my Matashita Sardex 6, I can now cast a grade without, not digivolving at all. So I am able to push this out the turn after and then swing with it. So that is a pretty good reason why I'm running this. So 4 yellow sources from Starmons, 4 yellow sources from Cutemons, and just like 2 more, just so that I can still at least digivolve, but then also still use the options. Another reason why I'm playing this isn't like the greatest reason, but although it's 5 cost, one of your opponent's Digimon on play minus 3,000 DP for the turn. So you are able to get rid of small rookies. It's a 5 cost to on play without any digicrossing at all. And then you can get rid of a 3,000 or less DP rookie. Or if you have enough memory, you can on-play this, give one of your opponent's Digimon negative 3,000 DP. Then if you have enough DP, you can swing over it with Eosmon. So that is something that you can do, but most likely just playing this for 5, getting rid of a 3,000 or less DP rookie is also good enough for this to be run. Primarily, I wanted a yellow source so that I can play Wyvern's Breath or Chaos Degrade without not digivolving that turn. But, the 1 cost to digivolve is kind of awkward, but it also makes up for it because it has an on play to minus 3,000 DP on something. But yeah, these are my 14 rookies. 4 Starmons. 4 Ignitemons. Ignitemon is like basically the rookie with the effect that you want to use. It also has an inheritable, which I will get to in a second. I have 4 Cutemons. I have 2 Shoutmon plus Star Sword. So with these, I have 10 yellow rookies. So I am still able to digivolve over Pikmons, have at least 1 yellow source still in play, and still use my options. Like if I have Ignitemon, and I really want to get rid of something, then I can't really digivolve into Pikmons on top of Pikmons because now I can't use my options to get rid of it. But just having more yellow rookies helps me in having the opportunity to digivolve and then still use the option. So now is where I kind of wish that I organized things a lot better. But after this, most of the bulk of the deck is gone, so it will be quicker to organize. I'm playing 14 level 5 Eosmons. So basically the same ratio as my Guilmon deck. You can have up to 50 of these in your deck, so it has no deck limit. When you attack, you play level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand without paying its memory cost. So basically the plan is to just swing with your rookies, rush down your opponent's security, draw as you swing with the rookies because of the Pikmons, and then because you do that, then you refill your hand with Eosmons, and then that is the draw engine of this deck. The rookies give you more Eosmons, you swing with Eosmons, you play more Eosmons, and then you just rush your opponent down. And currently, I'm playing 4 level 6 Eosmons. So this Eosmon, when digivolves for 5 off of level 5 Eosmon. For each tamer in play, you may place 1 level 5 or lower Eosmon from your trash at the top of this Digimon's Digivolution cards in any order. If you place 2 or more cards with this effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon. So for 5 cost, if there are at least 2 tamers on the field, if you have at least 2 Eosmon level 5s in your trash, then this becomes a Gaia Force. You can just delete one of your opponent's Digimon. Your turn effect, for every 3 Digivolution cards this Digimon has, it gains Security Attack +1. So on top of the Eosmon that you digivolved, that already counts as 1 source. So if you add at least 2 other Eosmons to this Eosmon, then you already have Security Attack +1. And each of these also give your Eosmon level 6 plus 1000 DP on your turn. This is awkward. Okay. Yeah, so each of these Eosmons give your Eosmon level 6 plus 1000 DP. And as a little bit of extra spice to the deck, I am currently running 2 Mervamon. So this is also one of the reasons why I'm playing Ignitemons. Or Ignitemon. So Ignitemon works so well with Mervamon. I kind of figured, well, Ignitemon is already in my deck. It's such a good card to use in tandem with level 5 Eosmon that I want to max out my copies, so I'm running a full playset. But because I'm playing a full playset of Ignitemon, it just works so well with Mervamon that I should include Mervamon. So Mervamon is 11 cost. I'm never going to digivolve into this Digimon. I'm always going to onplay this Digimon. But it has Digicross -3, 1 Digimon card with Crossheart in traits, and when you would play this card, you can also place cards from your trash as Digivolution cards for a Digicross. So basically, since I am spamming a bunch of rookies, I'm rookie rushing my opponent, my Crossheart rookies will be in the trash. And then I can automatically just Digicross this Mervamon for 8 costs. Like, it's so easy to fill your trash with Crossheart rookies that, you know, it's never a hassle to really play this for 8 costs. You can play it for 8 costs consistently. Even better is if you have Ignitemon as a Digicross source. When you would play this Mervamon, you Digicross with Ignitemon, so it plays for 8 memory. But Ignitemon, inheritable, when you play a Digimon by an effect, all turns, once per turn, gain 1 memory. Yeah, my camera is not focusing right now, but okay, there we go. So when I play a Digimon by effect, gain 1 memory. Mervamon's effect on playing, because I Digicrossed, then I can play 2 level 4 or lower purples Digimon, or 2 level 4 or lower Crossheart Digimon from my trash without paying their cost. And my Digimon with Retaliation or Crossheart gain Rush and Blocker, which, I mean, for basically, this is 11. You reduce costs by 3, and then if you so happen to Digicross using Ignitemon, it comes into play with Ignitemon and its sources, so it comes into play for 8 memory. Then you play 2 Crossheart Digimon from your trash, and then Ignitemon's effect procs, because now you play Digimon by effects, so now you gain back 1 memory. So effectively, you reduce 3 memory to play this card, and then you gain 1 memory. So it comes in for a net 7. If there are no blockers, if there are no memory blockers or Digivolution, no, or play cost reduction Digimon up, then you can play this for a net 7, and then you get 3 blockers on the field, because this is also a blocker. So for a cheap 7 cost, you can get 3 bodies on the field to block your opponent. So this Mervamon is just really good. I wanted to throw it in there. I was like, well, I'm playing Crossheart anyways. I'm playing the Crossheart engine, so I'm going to have a bunch of Crosshearts in my trash. So I might as well run 2 of these. One thing of caution. I was testing a little against Black War Greymon, and my idea for the deck worked. I was able to Chaos Degrade their Digimon like 2 times. Like they had protection, but then the protection did nothing from being placed in the security stack. But, you know, I was playing this against Black War Greymon, and I was like, okay, cool. I will play this. I'll use Ignitemon as one of my Digicross materials. I'll summon 2 blockers out for a total of 3 blockers for 7 memory. And then my opponent playing Black War Greymon, they went into Greymon X, tapped 2 Cool Boys, gained 2 memory, drew 2 cards, and then 1 card for Digivolving. So like draw 3 cards, gain 2 memory. And then they went into the BT-8 Metal Greymon. And then because this Mervamon was on top of Ignitemon, like they were able to de-Digivolve it. So like now I had 3 blockers. This got de-Digivolved. Mervamon's no longer in play. And then I had 3 Digimon out, but well, actually no, this one got popped. But I had 2 Digimon out, but then now they lost their blocking ability. So that was a cautionary tale for, you know, it's good that you can reduce play costs by 3 and then also gain 1 more memory if you Digicross with Ignitemon. But it really sucks if you are playing against a deck with de-Digivolving, because if they de-Digivolve your Mervamon, which they can only do if you Digicross, then that also means that you lose your blockers. So this is fun, but you just have to be cautious when you're playing against de-Digivolve decks. I'm playing right now 4 Manoa Bellucci's. So Manoa Bellucci is just a pretty good memory setter, arguably the best memory setter for standard Eosmon decks. So you set your memory to 3. When you play an Eosmon, you may suspend this tamer to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add a tamer card or Digimon card of Eosmon and its name among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So when you play an Eosmon, which you're going to do a lot, then you search the top 3 cards of your deck, grab an Eosmon or a tamer, and then you bomb the rest. Opponent's turn, while you have an Eosmon in play, your opponent's tamers don't unsuspend during their unsuspend phase, which could be helpful against certain tamers. But yeah, Manoa Bellucci is really good. I did not mention this before, but in the very unlikely scenario where, well, it's not too unlikely, but, you know, it's not going to happen all the time. But if you have this Ignitemon under Mervamon, of course you gain the memory when you play Digimon with Mervamon's effects. But if this is still alive later on, and then you swing with Eosmon, and then you play another Eosmon by effect, then you also gain the memory from that. It probably will not come up too often, but it is of note that it does happen. I'm playing 4 Matashitas from Star Deck 6. So it's a cheap 2 cost purple tamer. It's really good because it offers me a purple source for using Chaos Degrade, and also Miss Memory Boost. But it's also a really great tamer for rookie rushing, because your turn effect, when one of your Digimon is deleted, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1 memory. And because I'm just rookie rushing with my rookies all the time, they will probably be deleted most of the time that they swing. So if I suspend a mat, then gain 1 memory. The memory gain is pretty consistent. It's pretty easy to gain memory off of Matashita, especially because you're rushing with very low DP Digimon. And then here's the fun part. At first, I was playing 4 Wyvern's Breath and 4 Chaos Degrade, but then after testing, I was like, well, hitting, I'm bricking too often. Like, it's cool if I get Wyvern's Breath, but do I really want 2 of them when I start the game out? Do I really want 2 in my hand? Or, Chaos Degrade, it was good, but do I really want the same issue with Wyvern's Breath? Like having huge option cards in my hand. Like, it's good if you want to get rid of a large body on the field, but I feel like 6 is a good balance. 8 might be a little bit too much. Like, just the ratios of having 6 feels like a good balance. Wyvern's Breath for DP reduction. Chaos Degrade, to bypass, like, to bypass other Digimon that either cannot be DP reduced or have over 15,000 DP or any other reason, or if you don't want to activate any of their on deletion effects. Like, Chaos Degrade can work on Blackboard Greymon even if it digi-evolved from Metal Greymon X BT-11. That prevents DP reduction. It can work on Machine Dramon because it is not being deleted. It's not being DP reduced. So it can work on Machine Dramon. Like, this bypasses on deletion effects that prevent DP reduction. This bypasses effects that prevent a Digimon from leaving play. Like, it can be interrupted, but because its DP is 0, then it'll constantly be rechecked. But yeah, these options go well together. Useful for bypassing DP reduction or deletion. Useful for bypassing effects that prevent Digimon from leaving the field. Okay, so that was a handful. And now that my deck is somewhat organized, let me go through it again quickly. So then it's a lot more fluid if I go through it now. But I also want to show some of my other ideas that I'm currently working on. But yeah, now everything is neat and organized, and it will flow a lot more fluidly. 4 copies of Pikmon. When attacking with Crossheart and its traits, then you draw 1. It also works as a yellow source should you not have a yellow rookie out in play. So even if you have this and then you have a Matashita out in play, they can use Chaos Degrade, or even if you just have this in Raising, they can use Wyvern's Breath. So this is pretty good. Starmon's 4 copies. It has save, but again, I don't really recommend that you use save, just because you kind of want your Crossheart Digimon to be in the trash. So then that way, when you play Mervamon, you have at least 3 targets. 1 to use as Digicross material, and then 2 to summon. So although you can save and you can do like a little bit of psyching out your opponent, or if you're playing against like a Gallantmon deck and then they care about how many cards you have in trash, you could save to prevent your trash from getting too high. But outside of some niche situations, I would not save this Digimon. I would just let go to the trash. So then you have more rookies to utilize with Mervamon. Cutemon, on play, then you can place a Crossheart Digimon from your trash under one of your tamers. Not really useful for this deck, but I do like it because it's yellow, so I can Digivolve off of Pikmons and still be able to use Wyvern's Breath. Ignitemon, a pretty good card for the deck. So it is able to basically make Mervamon cost 1 less. Basically, instead of 8, it costs 7. but technically you are just like gaining back one memory. But Ignitemon is really good in combination with Mervamon. It's also really good in combination with level 5 Eosmon. You swing with level 5 Eosmon, that Digimon's suspended. It's like attack target number 1 for your opponent. So you just swing with Ignitemon, get rid of the Eosmon, and then get rid of one of their level 5s. Because you played an Eosmon by effect, and then you got rid of an Eosmon, then you're like not really losing card advantage. You can also drop a rookie onto the field, swing with Ignitemon, pop your rookie, pop your opponent's rookie. So it's like 3 cost removal in that situation. So it's not terrible, and it could be situationally good. Shoutmon plus Star Sword. The only effect that really matters is that on play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. So you are able to play this for 5 and pop a low DP rookie. You are also able to Digicross, but the Digicross is not that consistent. Like you might be able to pull it off, but most likely this is going to come into play for 5 memory, or just Digivolve off of your Pikmons. And the reason why I'm using this isn't really for the DP gated removal, but it's for being another yellow source. So just being like an extra 9th and 10th copy of a yellow rookie. 14 level 5 Eosmons. So this is like the main attacker of the engine of the deck. Like you are able to just like fill the deck with a bunch of rookies and rookie rush your opponent. That could be something you could viably do. Like you don't even need the Eosmons. Like you can replace Eosmons with Ballistamon, with Dorulumon, with Sparrowmons, or you might throw in Shoutmon Cross 5. But I'm deciding to go with the Eosmon for now. Eosmon's pretty good. So your rookies attack on top of Pikmons, and then you draw 1, which replaces your hand with more Eosmons, and then you attack, and then you summon Eosmon. So it seems like a pretty good draw engine. It's similar to the Gigimon engine, but now with Crossheart. 4 level 6 Eosmon. Now this is something that I'm still experimenting with. So I'm thinking about maybe going 3 and 3, level 6 Eosmon and Mervamon. But, you know, I don't really need Mervamon that much. Mervamon is a little bit of extra spice. Like if I'm in a pinch, I need some blockers out, then I can play Mervamon. Then get like 3 bodies on the field for 7 memory. But this is also really good. It's like a Gaia Force. So just like if I have this, I might not even need the blocker. But this is pretty good. I'm thinking about 3 and 3, but 4 and 2 might also work, because this can become a removal card in its own right. Also, I kind of like having the extra Eosmon, just so then when I search with Manoa Bellucci's effect, then the chances of me searching for an Eosmon is better. So I kind of like having 4 Eosmon and 2 Mervamons. But after some more playtesting, I will revisit that. And then 2 Mervamons. Again, this is really good. It's an 11 cost Digimon. When you Digicross, you can even use materials from your trash as Digivolution sources. So you can Digicross using a Crossheart card. So then you reduce cost by 3, so cost 8. If you so happen to Digicross using Ignitemon, which is pretty common for this deck because I'm playing 4 Ignitemons, then you are able to gain back 1 memory from playing other Digimon out. And all of your Crosshearts and all of your Retaliation Digimon gain Rush and Blocker. So that is really good. If you manage to outblock your opponent for 1 turn, then the next turn you can play Rookie, and then it has Rush. You can play Rookie, it has Rush. So that is something that you can do. If you are able to play this while you are at 7 or more memory, then you can still keep turn and then like rush with all 3 of the Digimon that you played. That is also pretty good. But Mervamon is kind of like a spice. You can rush using the Digimon that you summon. You can rush next turn using rookies that you summon. Or you can just have a turn to just stall out your opponent. Mervamon is a 12k blocker. And then your other rookies are also blockers. You can also, luckily, play this because this is also rookie minus 3000 DP. If you play 2 minus 6000 DP, you can do that, but most likely these will not be in your trash. I'm only running 2 of them, so they might not even come up. But you know, the main purpose for Mervamon is just getting the blockers out. So it's like 7 cost for 3 blockers sounds pretty good, and one of them is a 12k blocker. I'm playing 4 Manoa Bellucci's just so that I can find more Eosmons pretty easily. The effect to keep your opponent's tamers unsuspended is also pretty good, but the main effect is to search for more Eosmons, and it memory sets. Manoa Bellucci memory sets. Matashida's because I'm rookie rushing my opponent, so when my Digimon are deleted during my turn, I can suspend him to gain 1 memory. So he is really good for that. He's just a cheap 2 cost memory tamer, and being 2 cost, he's really flexible for when I can use him. If I start my turn at 2 and I have a Digimon in raising, I bring out my Digimon, play him for 2, go to 0, attack with my rookie. Rookie is deleted to spend him, then gain back 1 memory. So essentially, he comes into play for like 1 memory on the turn that I played him. Like he is just so reliable. It's just so easy to get like the memory back that although he costs 2, he effectively costs 1 most of the time, because after you play him and then you crash, then you're going to gain back 1 memory like right away, and then that memory effect helps you later on. And that because like when you swing with your rookie or when you swing with your low 6000 DP Eosmon, they will most likely be deleted, or they'll be deleted a fair amount of the time. So you are going to get like 1 memory back most of the time. 2 missed memory boost. I do like the missed memory boost. When you're starting out and there's nothing really that you want to do, and then you happen to pull a missed memory boost in your opening hand, which actually happens a lot more than you would expect. But you would play the missed memory boost while you have Ignite-mon in raising. Or if it's your second turn and you have a mat, then you play mat and then you play missed memory boost. But this is pretty good. The memory gain can come in later for you to go from 3 memory to 5 memory. So then you can digivolve into your level 6 Eosmon. But the missed memory boost is pretty useful to have. It trashes your it trashes 2 cards from the top of your deck, so it can fill up your trash of Crossheart or fill up your trash of Eosmon, which are both positives for you. But it also comes in useful because you are able to gain back 2 memory later on. And then of course 3 Chaos Degrade and 3 Wyvern's Breath. Just for different kinds of removal against different kinds of effects. This works really well against Blackboard Greymon, for example. This works really well for Digimon that have an effect that prevents it from leaving play. Like I'm thinking Galacticmon. Galacticmon has an effect that prevents it from leaving play. So you could just Wyvern's Breath Galacticmon. If they do not have enough black Tamer Taikamiyas that boost DP, then you can just Wyvern's Breath it, and then like it would just leave play because the DP would be 0, so it would be continuously checked. But yeah, these are useful, they come up in different scenarios. So I wouldn't say that one is better than the other, because they work on different kinds of Digimon for different purposes. So I'm running 3 and 3. At first, I thought that Chaos Degrade was much better than Wyvern's Breath, but after consideration, they are both good against different Digimon. But yeah, I'm playing 3 and 3. I was playing 4 and 4, but I wanted to make room for memory boost. But yeah, this was definitely a very unorganized video, but I wanted to give you all a quick update about where my mind is at regarding Eosmon. Like, this is currently the deck that I'm still playtesting. I haven't even finished like a game with this deck, but it is something that I'm still currently testing. So speaking of, when I was saying that, I am thinking about different builds for this deck. The Eosmon and Crossheart engine is good, but I am kind of thinking about going heavier into the Crossheart and heavier into Digicrossing. So initially, Crimson Blaze was so good that I wanted to replace more of my yellow rookies, like my cute mons, with, for example, Shoutmon, because I'm like, well, I don't really need the yellow rookies after all, because I have my yellow Pikmons. So, it doesn't hurt to throw in some red rookies so that I can use Crimson Blaze. So I was throwing in some of these Shoutmons. I was playing Shoutmon plus Star Sword in greater numbers. So basically, I just really wanted more red rookies. So then I would be able to play Crimson Blaze. But, Crimson Blaze is good, but it's not really worth it. Because again, with my issue, I like playing the yellow rookies, because although I do have the potential to play yellow options just from the egg itself, what I cannot do is, if I have Pikmons out, then Digivolve into Shoutmon on top of Pikmons. Now I'm unable to use Wyvern's Breath or Chaos Degrade, and if I don't have these in hand, or if they are not usable on the Digimon that are currently out, then it really sets me back. I can't really get rid of a massive Digimon that I want to get rid of. So that would force me, when I have these in my hand, to not Digivolve onto my egg and then just get rid of that Digimon. It puts me a turn behind. I won't be able to Digivolve onto my egg until the turn after. Which is also why Shoutmon plus Star Sword is more preferred than this Shoutmon. Because, even if the effect does not matter during gameplay, it's really good to have a yellow rookie, so then you can still be able to Digivolve onto your Digi-Egg and still be able to use Wyvern's Breath, versus not Digivolving and then using Wyvern's Breath, and then which sets you back a turn behind, because now you have to Digivolve into your Digi-Egg and then push out the following turn. So that really sets you behind. But I am also considering really going into Digicross. So Taiki Kiria Nene, the triple tamer. So if I were to play this, I would most likely remove Manoa Bellucci. I have thought about it a lot, and it feels weird playing an Eosmon deck without Manoa Bellucci. But if you think about Manoa Bellucci, she primarily serves two functions. Manoa Bellucci sets your memory to 3, and Manoa Bellucci helps you search for more Eosmons. She does have another effect where your opponent's tamers don't suspend, but that doesn't really help that much. Taiki Kira Nene, by placing one Digimon card of Crossheart or Blue Flare and its traits from your hand under this tamer, gain 1 memory and draw 1. So this addresses the issue of not having enough memory start of your turn. Like you can just get rid of the Manoa Bellucci, and then you put a Crossheart Digimon under this triple tamer, and then you draw one, which also helps you to search for more Eosmons. But then you also gain one memory. So it's like, okay, yeah, I can see myself replacing Manoa Bellucci with this tamer. But when you would play a Digimon card with Digicross requirement, by suspending this tamer, you may place cards from under your tamers as Digivolution cards for a Digicross. So if I do replace Manoa Bellucci with this triple tamer, then I am able to lean towards a more Digicross-centered deck. Some Digimon that I am thinking for that variant, when I make it eventually, or possibly, I'm not sure yet, but I am thinking about using Shoutmon Cross 5. I feel like I need to put my other hand up here for it to be focused. So Shoutmon Cross 5, 10 cost, 10,000 DP, 4 cost in Digivolve, but I'm never going to Digivolve. Security attack +1 blocker, material save 3, Digicross -2, Shoutmon, Bellistamon, Darulumon, Starmon, Sparrowmon. So what is kind of stopping me from playing this is that I recently just bought my first 2 booster boxes of BT-10, and I did not pull any Sparrowmons. So I was like, okay, I have everything else that I need, but I have like 0 Sparrowmons. So I didn't really want to run this. But I can definitely see this working. Like if you play Taiki, Kira, and Nene, go for a more Crossheart centered strategy. And then if you just like forego the Wyvern's Breath, if you forego the Chaos Degrade, you're like, okay, I don't really care about my removal options that much. And then you replace those options with more Crossheart cards. And then you just like get this out as soon as possible. Then you draw one, gain 1 memory, draw 1, gain 1 memory, draw 1, gain 1 memory. All the while you put Crossheart cards underneath your tamers. And then you can just Digicross into one of these. So you can also go that strategy. I'm having difficulty at the moment like making a deck that really works and synergizes well with that strategy. So that is one of my challenges going forward. Just figuring out how to make that work. And I'm not even sure if I want to do that. But, you know, after I get some Sparrowmons in like the far future, then I will attempt to make that kind of deck. Shoutmon Cross 4, basically the same reason. Just if I'm playing a bunch of Shoutmons and then I save the Shoutmons and like I use Shoutmon as Digicross material, then I can just get Rush. So this can come in as a pretty cheap 1 or 3 cost Digimon with Rush. So it's like the kind of Rush that I've always wanted in an Eosmon deck. Like Eosmon lacks a white hybrid, so you can't really hybrid for game in Eosmon. So Shoutmon Cross 4, Shoutmon Cross 5, they're like the hybrids for game that I've been wanting. They're just like cheap 3 costs, 2 costs, 1 cost. They just come in for really cheap, and then you just swing for game because they have Rush. So I kind of want to experiment more with Taiki, Kira, and Nene. But that would involve me majorly changing this deck around, and also I need Sparrowmons. So, you know, at cost, if you go for the Digicross route, then you have to say goodbye to like your removal options like Wyvern's Breath, Chaos Degrade, possibly Crimson Blaze, because you need to make more room for Crossheart cards like Ballistamon, Darulumon, Sparrowmon. So you pretty much have to say goodbye to those cards. That's if you want to go this route. I have thought about it. I'm not going in that direction quite yet because I kind of want to experiment with my current build first before I'm trying out a different variation. And, you know, the good thing about Ballistamon, if you do end up playing Ballistamon, is that it is a green level 4. So it digivolves for 2 off of any cross heart rookie. Basically all my rookies. And then you can digivolve this into level 5 Eosmon for 3. Like, it serves very little purpose to do that, but you could if you wanted to. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not good. I don't think that that is a tech that you would be interested in. I'm figuring out when that would be helpful. Like, let's say you have a lot of memory, and then you have a rookie out, and then you go into Ballistamon, and then you go into Eosmon level 5, and then you swing, and then you play another Eosmon, and then you use Ignitemon to sacrifice your Eosmon. Like, it could be that. So basically for about 3 to 5 costs, and you can go into Eosmon and then swing. But it's not really that great. Like, there might be some situations where you might not want to play an Eosmon, and you just want to digivolve in Raising, and I can see that also working. But most of the time, Ballistamon going into level 5 Eosmon doesn't seem like a great play, because it takes a lot of tempo to do that. So it's not like the best play. But yeah, this is currently where my mind is at. I'm going to think more about I'll think about the Digicrossing variant later, because that's like a major overhaul in my deck. Just like replace a good chunk of my deck with Crossheart, replace a good chunk of my deck with Taikikira and Nene, so that I can go into Shoutmon Cross 5, Shoutmon Cross 4, even Shoutmon plus Star Sword. And then this is like a 3 cost rush rookie. So, you know, that's a different variation that I will look into in the future. But currently, I am interested in still playtesting and adjusting my really easy to understand Crossheart Rookie Rush version. Like, this is good. I love the amount of removal in this deck. It's like a good amount of removal. It's not too heavy, so you won't brick that often. Matshita for memory gain, Manoa Bellucci, searching, Mervamon for just like getting extra bodies on the board to block. Of course, Eosmon level 6 for like the Gaia Force effect. Eosmon level 5, the main attacker. Then just like these rookies for rookie rushing. So, you know, I just wanted to give an update on what I'm kind of thinking right now for Eosmon. But, you know, I will update you all again later on once I've fine-tuned this deck. Like, I did kind of play solitaire for a while. Like yesterday, I spent like a good hour and a half just like solitairing with myself, and then like, okay, if I do this, what would happen? If I do this, what would happen? I've adjusted the ratios. Like the draw rate right now is pretty consistent. I like the cost curve of the deck. Like, it's pretty fair. But, you know, I am still adjusting things as needed. But I like the deck. It seems pretty good. Like, the Chaos Degrade, very good for Blackboard Greymon matchups. But yeah, I currently really like the deck. I still kind of want to throw in some more Digicrossing cards to make things a bit more fun, but then that would again lead to me making a huge major haul in this deck to make that work. But currently I like this version. I will play this version. I'll fine tune this version. I'll probably play this deck at my next locals so that I can actually get some games in with this deck. so that I can see what its weaknesses are and then adjust it later on. But yes, this is what I'm currently thinking. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. I know that it was kind of like recursive and very disorganized, but I will definitely come back with a more organized, thorough part 2 in the future.